Hello and welcome back to Camus Classics. Today we're going to be working on our 1968 Firebird 400. Trying to get it all done so that we can get it out of the way and bring the Oldsmobile up here. As I said in the intro video when we're tearing this one apart, there's going to be probably some snowballs when things change as you're going along. We noticed our oil pan was leaking a little bit, so that's what we're going to do today. I've replaced that once. Used the 4 cork gaskets, which I hate. I prefer the rubber gaskets and all-in-ones. They do make this. They didn't make it at the time. They do make it now for this Firebird 400, and so we'll be pulling the oil pan back down. We don't have to take it all the way off, we just have to get it down enough to where we can get the gasket up in there. So because, like I said, I've done it before, I know I have to unloosen these rear body mounts here just so I can I'm not going to remove them. They just have to be loose enough so that when I put a little pressure on the front, they can torque down just a little bit. And leave 3/4 threads in there. And that'll just give it a little bit more as the engine gets pushed up. It just gives us that little bit more. Okay, so up here, I also know that I have to pull out these engine mount bolts. So let me grab the socket for those. Okay, so I have those out now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the oil pan bolts. And I'm going to find, as we showed before, we have some of those magnetic bowls. Okay, so we got our magnetic bowl. And we'll just set that up here. Again, the goal is just to kind of keep these where we know where they're at. So we'll need her a little wobbly for the rest of these. And this is not uncommon. There's a few different size bolts. You run into that a lot with oil pans. They'll put a bigger bolt in the corners, or Pontiac, they're all up front here. With Chevrolet, it's the four corners are different, so got to grab a different socket. So that is all of our bolts. There is not much clearance here, so until we raise it up, we won't be able to move the oil pan. Okay, so we got the old gasket off. The oil pan doesn't come all the way out. I don't remember how we got it all the way out, but somehow we got it all the way out. You'll see we do have a little bit of a sketchy board here. That's just so we can get it up enough, just so we can do it in the car. So what we're doing, again, one piece gasket. So I'm just going to kind of feed that through here. Okay, so we fed the gasket through. Even with the one piece, they recommend using an RTV gasket maker sealant on the corners, so we'll go ahead and do that. Another thing I ought to mention, you do have to pull off one side of the motor mount in order to get it.
Where's your gasket on this other side?
Okay, so as we're putting these in, we're just kind of snugging them up, and then we'll torque them to spec. Okay, so all of our bolts are started.
I gotta get into there so I can get the motor mount bolted in. Go ahead and snug down tight.
You got me, because that's not right.
Huh?
You got me, because that's not right. Another one behind it.
Huh?
Is there another about 3 inches behind it?
Maybe what?
Oh,
You got a go about right there. There you go. Oh yeah, there is. Hang on just a minute. I'm out, fouled up. I didn't see this other hole.
so our motor mount's a little off.
Is that better?
Down just a bit. Yeah, I got it. Pull yours out and get it started.
Can we get the one on this other side? Yay.
They did give us tightening directions if it's a small block Chevy, so we'll just have to kind of go. It's basically work from the middle out. Torque spec's 100 foot-pounds, so about that.
You got this tight? Yeah. Get your engine down if you want. Get that bolt out of the way.
Okay, so we got all but our one front bolt in, and it's kind of hard to get to because of this board. So what we'll do is we'll let it down slowly. Once we get it down close, we'll start our motor mount bolts. Make sure we can get those in.
We've got to come back on the engine bag here. Okay, this one's not down on yet, so maybe it'll push it over. Down again. It's out.
Okay. So other than a few tightening of bolts, that has our new gasket in. We'll do a little bit more work. We got to clean this up a little bit. Right here, because we're doing the fuel injection, we have a new cover to block off oil coming out of the fuel pump. We got to clean off where the new headers go. Put a few more bolts and stuff up in there, and that should be it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.